It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What we got? Here we go.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Rolling to his left. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught by Lamb. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
In the lane,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught. Jalen Hurd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now back to throw. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Here's the veteran Lee as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's got it. Caught in the zone for the Seahawk touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. He's able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy with it on third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Foster Moreau from 21 yards away.
That's tough.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now the first play,
I didn't know what the hell covered that was.
But defensively, you're over there
I just knew it was a lot of niggas ran to one spot.
A little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now look at this.
Damn, he popped my ass.
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Try for that, D-Lo. Hold on to the ball, bro.
End in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking.
Man, out here throwing dots.
Down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he wisely will throw that one away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive
So
side
we're going
of
to
the
pick
ball,
that bit.
they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
You owe me. Let's go.
See a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Give him 32 on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here. Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Austin brings in the quick throw. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He'll air this one out for Mims.
That's my fault. That's my fault. Damn, I knew I wasn't going to catch up to that shit. Jamal Dean is getting toasted, dude.
Still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm. I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there.
No.
Stepped up.
Oh my God.
He could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Takes it at the 7.
That nigga Jamal Dean been destroyed.
Long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Flush to his right. Finds Hines again for the completion. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Deebo Samuel, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Speedster Goodwin.
Javon, come on, man.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, it's Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside.
That bitch dropping dimes out this bitch. Oh my God, bro. Who is this quarterback?
Means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
In motion left, Robinson. To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for a little something extra in his repertoire.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Ain't pregnant.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Hurd with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Purdy's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Purdy. Open right side, complete to Ray.
Yeah, we sniff niggas out here.
Pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Purdy. Left side to Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Purdy.
I'll throw that.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation,
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Calvin Austin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this game.
Fucking throw. Man. How's this nigga burning y'all, bro? Jesus Christ.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out. That's caught inside the
20. I knew that shit was coming open, man. Fuck.
About the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chargers are going to get the...
Let's get on up out of here, man.
Past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you. And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
27 yards there, a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
That's tough.
Traffic, and it's intercepted.
That shit was perfect.
They're going to take over here up near the 40.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. More than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. In motion left, Robinson. On second and 10, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Well, good fucking read.
And that is caught.
Where's my middle linebacker?
They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by McPherson. Good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks.
Well in with a touchdown.
We are ready to rock.
Yeah, with that score.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner in the sportsmanship, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them.
Trying to get it in blood.
They're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Taking a shot for
we're going to climb that name. Oh, shit. Good shit, Reed. There goes your sideline. There you go.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And somewhat of a
Motherfucking Jamel Dean. Man, you been getting destroyed, dude.
Big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Were you sorry as fuck?
McPherson up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.
The partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Gotcha.
When I met this man, he had all of those qualifications besides the fact that I was making more money than him. I wasn't that excited about that in the beginning. Because I'm like, God, he's from the streets. He loved God. He got business sense, but I make more money than him. He had stability. He had all of that stuff, but he just wasn't at the highlight of his career. And I'm glad I didn't look him over. A lot of women would have looked him over because women think men got to come